Thoughts on this afternoon, Alex? Excellent 3 points.
Yeah, pleased to get over the line, if I'm honest. Yeah, we just needed we needed a performance, didn't we? We needed a result. After the last couple, obviously lost the previous two, and then drawn on Tuesday night. And Romulus was a game we wanted to win, one of the ones we were targeting of winning. And we thought it'd be difficult to come here, and it was. And Lie are a good side, aren't they? And I think we probably just handled the conditions a little bit better of the two teams. Is probably the reason why I think we got the 3 points. Obviously down the hill first half. There's a lot of wind, isn't there? And the ball's running through to the goalkeeper. We've weathered the storm there and come in 2-1 at half time. 2 great balls into the box, Molly, and we've put the chances away. Massive credit to Archie Saunders on his full debut, scoring a header. I just said to him there, so I think he scored a header, and he didn't think he had, so fair play to him. And I think we took our chances well. And then second half, I thought we dealt with a lot of their long balls onto us again. And then thankfully got that one which killed it a little bit. And then, even though it was stressful kind of for the last 10-15 minutes of the game, I still think we looked strong, didn't we? And apart from, I think George has made an excellent save just before we scored the third. But apart from that, I don't think they really troubled us too much towards the end of the game, and I think that's credit to the boys. Because we have got injuries at the minute. There's anyone who watches our fixtures week in, week out can see that there's some players who play week in, week out for us who are not available.
And we'll lose 2 more again today.
Yeah, I don't know if they're as bad as well, Charlie's is, but I don't think Ben was precautionary, to be honest, to manage him for the rest of the season. But there'll be players back next week. We're thinking there's going to be at least 3 or 4 back for next Saturday. Coming back from holiday, coming back from injury returns. We got Jack back today. Lucas will be back next week. Levi will be back next week. We're hoping Connor might have some involvement next week as well. So we're all of a sudden looking in a better place as well. And this is a massive 3 points for us. 4 games to go. We've got Studley to play next Saturday. Massive game. Need 3 points. No two ways about it. And then we'll need to try and get 3 points again on Monday as well.
You mentioned Archie Saunders with his headed goal. That was a hell of an assured performance from someone making his full debut. I mean, he really stood out, and the goal seemed to lift him even more. He just seemed to be more and more confident.
Yeah, he's a good player, and there's a reason we've had him in and around the squad. And I said to Martin as soon as we got the midfield injuries that he was somebody that I wanted to get involved. Haven't risked him from the start, and I probably did the right thing really at easing him in. But I thought he was excellent today. And the big thing for Archie is, he gets the ball down, he puts his foot on the ball and plays a nice, comfortable pass. And that's something we haven't really got at the moment from some of the others. Connor normally does that, Jake normally does that, and we needed somebody who's a bit more assured in there, and I thought he did an excellent job of that today. The physicality side of things is the thing obviously he's got to work on, but look, that's going to come as he grows and as he ages into a man's body from a child. But yeah, I thought it was excellent.
And what's it like having a fit Red Smith?
What
a difference.
As you can see,
well,
very good.
I mean, that third goal, I mean, Adam was saying how, you know, on a bubbly pitch to control it and score like he did. I mean, it's a wonderful move. Yeah. But I mean, it takes a quality striker to do what he did.
Of course, he does. What's it, 5 in 3 now? Scored 2 against Hanley, 1 in midweek, and then 2 today again. Yeah, he's an absolute handful, isn't he? And we're very lucky to have him. And he's had to almost fight back really, which he hasn't ever done before. Obviously, when he came back from his injury, he didn't go straight back into the team. He was on the bench for a couple of games, and I think it was a bit of resilience for him to get himself back into the starting lineup, and then since he's been back in, I think he's been outstanding.
It's a day to enjoy. I think we've all needed that after the last couple of weeks, but it keeps that playoff hope well and truly alive, and we go into it again next Saturday needing another 3 points.
Yeah, I said to the boys before, ultimately we've probably as a group talked about the playoffs too much, and we've got to try and just focus game by game now. I thought with 6 games to go we might need 4 wins and a draw maybe. We've won 1 and drawn 1 now, so we've got to realistically win next Saturday and hopefully get a curtain green and win on the Saturday after. But there's some tired bodies out there. I'm very, very pleased that we've got a week's rest, and the playoff dream is still there. And I know full well if we reach where we reached last year, we got 61 points last year, we'll be in the mix again. If that's not enough, then we've done all we can.
Brilliant. See you next week, mate.